here for the last 10 years. He has improved very much over the years. Some would rate him as Gerard Cunningham. This is Fran Byrne, our cornerback. Has been cornerback for the last 9 or 10 years. Great experienced player. This is Tommy Byrne, our fullback. Tommy he played fullback 9 to 10 years ago for Gracefield. Very much improved. Improving with the years. He had a great game against Edenderry and a great game against Clara. This is John Byrne, a cornerback. Has been with Gracefield too, playing for the last 9 or 10 years. Can be switched out the field during the final. No one knows what's going to happen. But great improved player. Very much skilled player. This is Brian Cribben, one of our wing half-backs. He has been wing half-back for the last 2 years. Playing well. A very much improved player. This is Eddie Murphy, captain of the team. He has hurled for the last 10 or 11 years here with Gracefield. A great player. A great strong centre back. He's the backbone of the team. This is Fergal Moore, the other wing half-back. Has been playing with Gracefield for the last 8 years. A well improved player, and we depend a lot on him next Sunday. This is Al Jalalas, our midfield. Has been playing with Gracefield also for the last 10 or 11 years. A great midfielder, a great delivery of the ball. I suppose we could call him the veteran of the side. He has been with the club since it started. A man that has kept the hurling going here in Gracefield. He's a selector and a sub, and we have often relied on him, and we'll be relying on him to bring him in Sunday. Field man. Has been playing with the club for the last 5 or 6 years. A good centre field man, and he has been called in final. Anthony Murphy has been with the club since it started 10 or 11 years ago. He has been switched around a bit, but has found his place now, I think, as wing half forward. Hurled very well against Clara last Sunday, and we hope that he'll do as well Sunday in the final. It's our centre half forward. Has been with Gracefield for the last 2 years. He played underage for Gracefield here, and he also played very well last Sunday against Clara. Played great ground hurling. Got the ball fast into the forwards, and a lot of scores came off his passes. We hope that he'll do the same next Sunday. Conor Bryan, a very young player, a very useful player, and a player that has been playing here for the last 2 or 3 years. He is a very skilled forward, very skilled in the ball. Hurled a great game against Clara, and we hope that he'll perform the same thing on next Sunday. Fox has been playing with Gracefield for the past 2 or 3 years, corner forward. He's a very fast player, very strong player on the ball. Played very well against Clara even when he was moved out to feed. Played very well. This is Martin Murphy now. He's brother of the captain, Eddie Murphy. Has been with the team here for the last 10 or 11 years since it started, our full forward. A very strong player, very strong on the ball, and we expect an awful lot of him next Sunday. He played very well in the last 2 or 3 matches, and we hope he'll be able to perform the same. One of the top scorers in the game. He has played very well, and he has scored yard threes, scored an excellent goal last Sunday against Clara. A very strong player, and a great man to get in around the corner back. And he's a very dangerous player, and we expect an awful lot of him next Sunday, and we hope that he's able to perform well. He has been with Gracefield here as a sub-goalie, has been with Gracefield here for the last 5 years. Formerly a Borough man, couldn't be anything but tough, of course, and we might be calling on him Sunday, who knows, and has often saved us in many dangerous situations in the past. This is Kieran Groom. He's a sub and has been playing with the team, but has often played against us in the past, and he started with the club last year. He was called in against Clara last Sunday and played a very vital part in the beating of Clara with great deliveries of the ball in the last 15 minutes. we could be calling on him Sunday. I think we will be calling on him Sunday, and I hope that he'll be able to perform just as well. Has been fairly regular on the team and has been with the team this 4 or 5 years. He's one of the youngest at the clan, shall I call it. He's a brother of Eddie and Martin Murphy's, and very unfortunate that he was penalised against Clara, but nevertheless we hope to have him back on Sunday, and he plays a very vital part in winning the games as well. This is Cathal Bryan, has been with playing here for the last 4 or 5 years. He's a sub on the team and often contributed an awful lot to the winning of the games. He's very handy forward, and we hope to be calling on him Sunday. Here he has been with the club for the last 2 years, a very much improved sub, and so I'd say nearly a toss of the kind that he's not on the team, a regular on the team. But he's a former Armagh man, I'm sure, who knows, but he will make a team in the very near future. McAvoy has played with the club for the last 2 years, and he also has played football, senior football. He's a dual player, a very skilled player, and could be a very unfortunate player not to be one of the 15 for Sunday. This is Ken Murphy. He's a brother of Eddie and Anthony and Martin, and he's a very young player and a very useful player, and has been playing up and down for the year, and could be calling on him, you wouldn't know. Very good player.
Bernie Scully, selector. With us from the very beginning, still going strong. This year seems to have got a new lease of life altogether. He's here with his every day, more than some of the players even. Hope for Bernie's sake that we do win the game. Trainer, selector. I don't know what else to say about him. He was with us in '84 when we won. He seems to be able to get more of the lads here than anyone else can. That's probably why he's back here again and has the only one that has managed to get to 2 finals. No one else managed it. I don't know what else to say about him. To ask your opinion on the 2 Edenderry and the Clara matches, what you thought of them, what you think our chances are on Sunday. Maybe have you seen where we're going wrong by now?
Well, I suppose to get through, we seem to make very elementary mistakes. Against Edenderry we conceded soft goals, and in the end we were lucky, I think very lucky to win. I suppose it's about winning. You need to be lucky to win, so we'll take that if it comes along. The match last Sunday, we were a much better team, but again we made a lot of simple mistakes. We gave away too many frees, and we conceded 9 easy frees to Clara, and we can't do that next Sunday. But nevertheless, it's about winning, and if we can make less mistakes than the opposition, I'll be happy.
Okay, thanks, Molly.
Got back and a high pusher, maybe a high move by John Lahey. A super goal out there. A putting on John Lahey. That's the second. How is
Hello everybody, and welcome to Mucklagh for the playing of the Offaly Junior Hurling A final between Drumcullen and Gracefield. Drumcullen seeking their first title since 1974, and Gracefield seeking their first. The Drumcullen team lines out in goal Joe Mannion, right cornerback Lee Malloy, and fullback Eamon Spain, and the other corner is Paul Mannion. The half-back line is Pierce Gaff, Pat Heffernan, and the captain of the team is Jim Spain on the other wing. Centre field is Martin McCarthy and Eugene Corrigan. Half forward is Des Mannion, centre forward is Dan Guinan, and the other half forward is Fergus Quegan. Full forward line is Brian Guinan, Brendan Mannion, and Ray Quegan. And Gracefield, the all black and red colours, in goal John Knight, Cornerbacks Fran Byrne, his brothers Tommy and John Joe in the full line. The half-back line is Brian Cribben. Centre half and captain is Eddie Murphy, and on the left is Fergal Moore. Centre field is Adge Lawless, and Conor Bryan moves out from the half-forward line to centre field. And the half-forward line is Anthony Murphy. Centre forward is Dermot Dobbin and Kieran O'Connor. Full forward line is Paul Bulger, Austin Fox starting at full forward, and Martin Murphy in the corner. And the referee for today's game is Jimmy Dooley from Coolderry. Final. The referee throws in and first to break away our Drumcullen, but the ball breaks back out here to Conor Bryan, starting at centre field. Ball breaks into cut very near the sideline, gone over the sideline on the far side, and it'll be a line ball for Drumcullen. The linesman indicates it's a line ball. It goes very, doesn't go very far. Breaks into the half-forward line, well blocked up by the Drumcullen number 7 in there. Jimmy Spain and captain, and he sends his side attacking. But the ball taken by the Gracefield member breaks down to the corner forward in there for Drumcullen. Goes into the full back line there where the three Byrne brothers are playing for Gracefield. Ball well cleared out towards the centre man gone centre field is Conor Bryan. Sends Gracefield attacking. Ball breaks down towards their half-forward line. Missed the first time, gets it the second time though. It's their half forward. Anthony Murphy gets a good ball in towards the full forward line, in towards Martin Murphy. But in there too is Austin Fox. Ball going very near the corner on the far side, kept in play though. A good ball coming back across the square. Danger here. A chance here for Gracefield. The ball is cleared out caught by the fullback. Knocked away from him, cleared out by Jim Spain, their captain. Gets it out as far as Paul Bulger. Good ball from Bulger out towards Conor Bryan. Conor Bryan gets in the great ball in towards the full forward line. A chance here for Austin Fox. But in there too is fullback Eamon Spain for Drumcullen. Gets a good ball out, about 45 metres out. It's going to break towards Cribben. Ball breaks out to Conor Bryan. Conor Bryan out towards the centre half back. Murphy along the ground, doesn't get it very far. Going very near the side, Adge Lawless in there. A hurl broken in there by Drumcullen man, but the play goes on. A good ball from Conor Bryan. Pulls the second time, but he hits a great Drumcullen half forward. Des Mannion, their vice captain, and it'll be a free from about 50 metres out for Drumcullen. This time it looks as if there's a tail and the ball goes out over the end line, and the first wide of the game, wide to Drumcullen, half minutes of play. Goalkeeper to puck out is John Knight for Gracefield. Dropping it well beyond centre field, down towards the half-forward line. And in there too is the Kieran O'Connor. Ball cleared out though, not very far on the far side. Two Drumcullen men there. Ball along the ground, cleared out by one of the half-backs for Drumcullen. I think it's their half-back, Pat Spain. Ball going near the sideline on the far side. Tried to be kept in play by the Gracefield men. They beat Clara in last weekend semi-final. Great ball up towards the full forward line, in towards the corner forward in there is Ray Quegan. Quegan trying to get it out, but Jackie Byrne comes out there, clears it out not very far. Gets out as far as the half-back line, but it's going to break to a Drumcullen man again. It's their centre half-forward, Dan Guinan. Guinan a shot. Dropping dangerously in, out over the end line, and the second wide of the game, the second wide for Drumcullen. The score remains no score for Drumcullen and no score for Gracefield.
Come on, Dave, get on the feet, come on!
Hey, Steve, wanna get out?
Slight injury there to Eddie Murphy, the captain, but he's resumed and he's okay. And the puck out will be taken by John Knight in the Gracefield goal. He's dropping a good ball down towards Brian Cribben. Cribben is waiting though. Ball goes to Drumcullen, man. He leaves it behind. It goes back towards Murphy. Murphy kicks a good ball down along the centre field. Down towards the centre half forward to get it along the ground. Won't get it very far. Pulls the second time, gets a good ball in across. In towards the half forward. Anthony Murphy, the ball is cleared out, not very far, but it's gone beyond centre field now. It's going to break towards Brian Cribben. But it goes back towards Eddie Murphy, the centre half back. Good ball along the ground from Edge Lawless. Lawless in towards the centre in towards the half forward. It's Anthony Murphy. Murphy, a great ball in towards the centre forward. Oh, a bad wide. A bad wide, but not going wide yet because it's screwed off his hurley. Caught though by the corner back and it's held in there by the full forward line. A chance here for the corner forward Fox. Ball knocked away though by the corner back. Liam Malai doesn't get it very far. It gets it a second time. It's going about 35. It's going to be kept in play though by a Gracefield man. He gets out there first. Pulls and doesn't get it very far. Wild pull there by the centre half back for Drumcullen, but the ball breaks towards the Gracefield man. Did he foul the ball? He threw it up, and I think the referee has blown for a free in. The first free in to Gracefield for a foul there on Austin Fox. And a chance of the opening score. Free to Gracefield after 5 minutes of play. The chance of the opening score. Paul Bulger, the Wexford-born player in the Gracefield colours, bends and lifts and strikes, and he sends a good ball. Yes, it's gone over the bar for the opening score. A point by Paul Bulger. Score of the game, a point from Paul Bulger, but a great puck out there by the Drumcullen goalkeeper Joe Mannion. Dropping it around the half forward line. They're around the half back line so far. Good ball cleared out by Edge Lawless. Waiting for there is the half back in there for it's Fergal Moore. He drops it well down towards the full forward line, but the referee has blown his whistle for a foul there on the Drumcullen backman. And the free out from their 25 metres line. And the free will be taken by Joe Mannion, their goalkeeper. Bends and lifts and strikes about 25 metres out from the goal, and he's going to drop about 25 metres out from the Gracefield goal. There's a Drumcullen man in possession. He's going to get it back out towards one of the midfielders, but he takes a shot, and it's the third wide of the game. Bad score shooting here by the Drumcullen forwards in the early stages. 6 minutes old, and they have driven 3 wides. Gracefield have 1 wide and 1 score. Puck out to be taken by the goalkeeper John Knight. Drops it beyond centre field again. Straight into the hands of Edgedall, but he's knocked out of him and he's fouled McCarthy of Drumcullen, and the free in. Well, chance of another score maybe here from it's their captain Eddie Murphy going to take it. From about 50 metres out and about 10 metres in from the near sideline. He's side leading by just 1 point, no score. Bends and lifts, he has the direction and has he the distance. Yes, a great point by the centre back, Eddie Murphy. Joe Mannion drops it well beyond centre field. About 30 metres out from the Gracefield goal. The first ball that breaks in towards the corner forward. Well blocked out by the Brian Byrne, the cornerback. One of the 3 Byrne brothers in the Gracefield defence. But danger here as the ball breaks to number 12. But well blocked down though. Brian Cribben is in there. Ball well up. Well brought out by the cornerback, John Joe Byrne. Ball going to go very near the sideline. But still in position up there is number 15, Ray Quegan. Quegan, a dangerous ball across the goal, but it's gone out for a 65. A 65 for Drumcullen. The first 65 of the game. They have driven 3 wides. Gracefield have just 1 wide and 2 points. And Gracefield leading by those 2 points. No breeze whatsoever in this game. Drumcullen, who won their first title back in 1915. And the 65 to be taken by their halfback, Pierce Gatt. Bends and lifts, he had the distance, but the direction is wrong again. Bad wides, 4 wides for... Ball going to drop around centre field from John Knight's puck out. Touched on a bit further by Edge Lawless. Going out here though, it's the Drumcullen man. Clears it out well beyond the centre field. In towards the corner forward. In there towards Ray Quegan. But in there is Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy far out towards Brian Cribben. Good ball from Cribben. Blocked down by Edge Lawless. Edge Lawless gets it further along the ground. Good ball from Lawless. Drumcullen man tried to pick it off the ground, but the referee says play on. Back there is Eugene Corrigan. Eugene Corrigan for Drumcullen. Ball dropping around centre field. In there too is Brian Cribben and Eddie Murphy. Ball along the ground, not very far. It's going towards Brian Byrne, and in there is Eddie Murphy. Murphy trying to get out along the ground. He won't get it very far, but he goes back to get it a second time. In there too is Edge Lawless. They're trying to rise it toward... It might be better to hit it along the ground. Brian Byrne, but blocked down by and straight into the hands of the Drumcullen half forward. But this time it's gone out over the end line. Another bad ball from Des Mannion, their vice captain, and there's 5 wides for Drumcullen.
Right out, lads. What are you training for?
Ball gone beyond centre field. Back there is Eugene Corrigan. Sends it to a dangerous ball in towards Brian Cribben. Good ball from Brian Cribben though. Sends his side attacking. But it's going to break to the number 7 out there, Jim Spain, the captain for Drumcullen. He goes beyond centre field, gets in a low ball, in towards the full forward line, in there for the 3 burns. But a good looking ball from the corner forward, Brian Guinan, and the opening score of the game. A good point by Brian Guinan after 10 minutes of play. Here comes Eugene Corrigan, a good ball back in towards the same corner. He's looking for Brian Guinan, the man that got the open score, but it breaks to the other corner forward. A chance for Quegan, and a point by Quegan. Ray Quegan, 2 points in as many minutes. A great point by Ray Quegan. But a good ball came in there from Eugene Corrigan.
Come on, Dave. Get in there, point.
The referee has blown his whistle for a foul on Eugene Corrigan. Having a word with Conor O'Brien. And the sides are level, 12 minutes into the game. Free to be taken by bends and lifts and strikes, and this time he has better direction. He's dropping dangerously in towards the full back line. And the full line, but well out, blocked out by Tommy Byrne. But it's going to break to Quegan. Knocked away from Quegan. Danger still here for Gracefield as they try to get it out. The referee, he says rest, play on. Good ball cleared out there. Gone out over the sideline. It'll be a line ball for Drumcullen. Taken by their half-back and captain Jimmy Spain. Doesn't get it very far. Ball well knocked away, but it comes back towards Spain himself. Hooked, only half hooked, but it's going to drop straight into the hand of Edge Lawless. Edge Lawless sends a great ball down the field for Gracefield. Danger in here now for Drumcullen as the ball breaks about 25 metres out. Going to break here and waiting to the hand of Edge Lawless, and Edge sends a great ball in towards the unmarked Austin Fox. Referee, the umpire has put up his hand. I think it might be a 65, but no, he's changed his mind. Play goes on. Ball cleared out by the goalkeeper in there, Joe Mannion. Well taken by Edge Lawless. So great tackle there by Chesler. The goalkeeper is down at the far end of the field, but the referee says play on. But Gracefield certainly coming into this game now, but the referee has blown his whistle for carrying it too far. Held on to it too long, Fergal Moore, and it will be a free. So we'll hold their attendant to the goalkeeper down here.
Come on, Gracefield! Look, Bulger, try again! Where's Bulger? Put them in Bulger. There's an echo in here, isn't there? Wait, buddy.
And the lead for Drumcullen.
Right, lads, come on. Come on, Barry. Goodbye, lads.
Come on, boys! Hey, go on!
Drumcullen come more into this game now. The ball dropping in towards Brian Cribben. Blocked down by Cribben, pulls the second time. In there too is Brian Byrne, tries to get out towards Adge Lawler. Adge pushed in the back and the referee has spotted it. And he's awarded a free out to Adge Lawless. Adge has come more into this game in the last 5 minutes. And the free to be taken by their centre half back, Eddie Murphy. 3 points to 2 in favour of Drumcullen. He's already scored one here, but then he was much nearer to the goal. Bends and lifts and strikes. He's going to drop about 25 metres out. In here towards the full forward line. That full forward line that has yet to score. And the game is about 15 minutes old. It breaks towards the centre field player in there, big Martin McCarthy. Martin McCarthy gets it back out towards the Drumcullen man. Middle of the field, well taken by Eddie Murphy. There's 3 Drumcullen men around him, but can he let it go? Or will he hold it too long? A great hand pass in towards the unmarked. What a great point there by Anthony Murphy, but it was a great pass coming from their centre half back Eddie Murphy. I thought he had carried it too far, but he sent a great pass to Anthony Murphy, and the sides are level. Joe Mannion to puck out for Drumcullen. Sends a good ball well beyond centre field again. No breeze here at all, but the ball drops in towards 2 Drumcullen men. But in there too is Adge Lawless, trying to get the ball along the ground. In there too is Kieran O'Connor. They're trying to get it out, but it breaks towards Eddie Murphy. He set up that last point, the equalising point, Preben, but it's taken by his opposite number on the other side, Pierce Gatt for Drumcullen. Gatt sends a dangerous ball in towards Tommy Byrne. Well knocked on by Tommy Byrne. Out to the brother John Joe. Out towards foul by Adge Lawless for a push in the back there, I think, on the Drumcullen man. Free to Drumcullen, the chance to take the lead. They've driven 5 bad wides, but they've got 3 good points. The sides are level to be taken. Brendan Mannion, their full forward, he bends and lifts, but I think there's a tail on it. It's gone out over the end line and wide.
Come on now, lads, come on. Come on, Andy Murphy. Come on, you stop it. You won't move like that, Andy.
Drumcullen now with 6 wides in the first half for 18 minutes of play.
You hit it in. Great point hit. Hey, can we have that ball?
Puck out to be taken by John Knight. Dropping down around centre field, down towards Ray Cribben. But then there too is Spain, is the captain Jim Spain. He gets it up towards the corner forward. The man that got 1 of the points, Ray Quegan. Quegan gets inside Byrne. He's very near the end line and he cuts it across, and a good point by Ray Quegan. Giving his side the lead. That's twice he's left his marker for dead and scored the second point. Second point for Ray Quegan. Ball dropping around stalemate out there. Gracefield set up a great ball in towards the corner forward. In towards Martin Murphy, lined out at full forward, but he started in the corner. Tries to get the ball along the ground, doesn't get it there. It's the corner back, Liam Malloy, and Liam Malloy sends it out over the sideline. Kept in play, not gone out yet. Sends it in, not a very long one, in towards Hadge Lawless gets it down a bit further, but waiting for it in here is two Drumcullen men. One of them is the centre half back, Hat Heffernan, and the Heffernan doesn't get it very far. But he's going to break in towards another Drumcullen man, but comes back towards Hadge Lawless. He turns and sends in the great ball in towards Martin Murphy again. Murphy's going up. Danger here for a great chance of a goal. For shot. But saved by the keeper, but it's gone in. It's a goal. A goal for Gracefield. But Martin Murphy set it up. He got the ball across and waiting for it was a corner forward. And he... And the Gracefield lead again, 1-3 to 4 points. 20 minutes into this first half. A surprise lead was the real first attack that they made on that Drumcullen defence. The goalkeeper made a good save, but the ball spun off his hurley and the referee has blown his whistle for a free out there for a free out. Free out from their own half back line. Taken by Pierce Gatt, and he's going to drop it dangerous one in here towards the full forward line again. In there is Ray Quegan. He got 2 points. He takes a shot. Quegan's shot, and is it his third point? Yes, the third point of the game for Ray Quegan. And only a point separating the sides now. 1-3 to 5 points.
Come on now, Gracie!
Great ball from the Gracefield centre half forward, dropping towards Martin Murphy, the full forward. Murphy has it, gone through. A chance of a goal. Oh, great goal by Martin Murphy. He hadn't room to swing his hurley, but he pulled first time with the boot and straight into the far corner of the net. He has moved back into full forward, his better position. He took a great pass there and sent it crashing to the back of the net. And Gracefield stretched their lead. Ball dropped down towards Asdal. Asdal pulls first time. Down towards going in towards the corner back again. This Drumcullen defence in trouble now. Ball brought down by Brian Cribben. Back towards the centre field there. Martin McCarthy for Drumcullen. But out there too is Tommy Byrne. Out towards Adge Lawless down towards Anthony Murphy. Ball going up towards Spain. The captain gone very near the sideline. Captain played off, but it's going to break towards Fergal Moore. Is it Fergal Moore for Gracefield? And Fergal sends a great long relay of clearance. Way down towards the full forward line again, in towards Martin Murphy again. But in there is the full back Eamon Spain. Spain trying to get room, but the referee has blown his whistle and he says that Martin Murphy fouled Eamon Spain.
Watch the short one now!
Great clearance there by Tommy Byrne. Down towards the centre half forward here. Dermot Dobbin, a chance for Murphy again. A shot from Martin Murphy. Was it from the corner forward? I think it was from the corner forward. Paul Bulger, is it? And stretching the Gracefield lead.
Come on!
Paul Bulger, the man who played with the Wexford junior team a couple of years back. I see Austin Fox now move back into the defence for Gracefield. Foul there on the Gracefield centre half forward. Dan Guinan, a free in from very near the sideline on the far side. And the man to take the free, I think, is their full forward, Brendan Mannion. The man to take the free, in fact, is Pierce Gatt, their half back. Bends and lifts and strikes and sends a dangerous ball in towards the full forward line. Shot from the goal, full forward. Is it a goal? Yes, a shot from Brendan Mannion. And he's got a goal for Drumcullen after 21 minutes of play. But it was a good free that came in there from Pierce Gatt. 22 minutes gone. It's 2-4 to 1-5. There's nothing in this game yet. Drumcullen come more into this game now, but The man in there is Dermot Dobbin. Dobbin gets a good ball to Murphy, but the referee has, well, I don't know what that free was for, but the referee was right up there with the play, and maybe it was a hand pass, I don't know. But the Gracefield player's not too happy with that one. And Brian Gatt with the free. His last free dropped straight into the hands of Brendan Mannion, and he got Drumcullen's first goal. He's a bit farther out this time, but he drops in a dangerous ball in towards the Burns. Cleared out towards as far as Adge Lawless. Adge gets there first. Bends and lifts and sends a low ball down towards Dermot Dobbin, the centre forward. Dobbin first time, lovely play down towards Paul Bulger. He got the last point for and he beats his marker this time. He has a great chance here. He's going solo. He's tackled over by the captain. Is he fouled? He's fouled by the captain Spain, and well, a chance here of a free. I thought he might have given the advantage there to Paul Bulger. A free for Paul Bulger. Well, he scored him from farther out earlier in the championship. Bends and lifts and strikes. Yes, he has the distance, but I think it's gone out over the end line and wide. Only their second wide of the game. Joe Mannion pucks out for Drumcullen, drops it well beyond centre field. About 50 metres out from the Gracefield goal, breaking out there towards the half forward. There, Des Mannion, their vice captain. He sends in a great ball, dropping in towards the full forward line. I see the corner forward on Mark. He takes a shot. Oh, it might well have been a goal, but Quegan took a quick shot and sent it straight over the bar for his 4th point of the game. A good point by Ray Quegan, but he might well have got a goal. Only a point between the sides. The ball dropped towards centre field, towards Corrigan, their centre field there for Drumcullen, but he's beaten this time. Ball going very near the sideline. Is it gone over the sideline on the far side? Yes, indeed. Only a point between the sides. (2-4 to 1-6 in favour of Gracefield. Drumcullen, I suppose, the slight favourites, coming from the North Offaly area. More of a hurling area certainly than in Gracefield, but Gracefield have proved their worth in a couple of times before, winning titles back in their first title back in 1982 Junior B. They retained their title a year later, and a year later went into Junior A and won the A title. Played an intermediate level for a couple of years but were relegated. Tommy Byrne comes out, tries to get out towards Adge Lawless. Adge Lawless is in the way. The danger here as Eddie Murphy tries to pick it up, trying to get room to swing. 3 men around him. Tries to get it back a second time. A good ball though by Eddie Murphy. It's going to get out towards Kieran O'Connor, the centre field player. Down towards Fergal Moore. Out there too is Austin Fox for Gracefield. The ball going up into the very far corner. Danger here again as the ball goes into the Brian Guinan. Brian Guinan the shot, but out over the end line, and the score remains 2-4 to 1-6. 25 minutes gone in the first half. Spain, their captain, sends a great ball in towards the full forward line. Dropping in here, danger here. Ball goes towards Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne gets a great ball out there along the wing. It's going to go towards Pierce Gatt. Pierce Gatt and Austin Fox. Gatt loses, goes back and gets it the second time. Trying to get room to swing, cuts a great ball, not very long in distance, but he cuts it across the field because he's looking for Ray Quegan. Quegan is beaten this time, but he's going to come back towards Spain. Jim Spain, the captain, about 40 metres out, loses the ball though. Towards Anthony Murphy, a great ball by the centre half-back Eddie Murphy. Doesn't get it very far, but he gets it down towards Dermot Dobbin. Dermot Dobbin is beaten by Eugene Corrigan. Corrigan gets it back up for Drumcullen. Ball dropping in towards Quegan. Quegan is on the ground. In there too is Fran Byrne tries to get it out. It only breaks as far as the half out towards Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy well taken by Fergal Moore. But Drumcullen men waiting all over the field. One of Mr. Centre half-back, Pat Heffernan. He drops the dangerous ball back in here towards the full forward line. Brian Cribben is in there too, but the ball breaks towards the corner forward. A shot, is it gone? Blocked down by the goalkeeper. It's the first shot he's really had to block today. But clears it out along the ground. John Knight does. Not very far, but he's gone out over the sideline. I think it'll be a line ball for Gracefield. By Brian Cribben, cuts it along the ground. He's looking for Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy will pull first time along the ground. Good ball, but there's two Drumcullen men wait for it. They pull first time, but a great catch there by Murphy. The centre half back, the ball knocked out of his. The hurl knocked out, but he holds on to the ball. He gets in towards Austin Fox. Fox a chance of a score here towards Martin Murphy. Murphy has hurled his head, but ball falls away from him. He got one great goal here. What another goal would do just before half time. But there's two Gracefield men in there. They're inclined to pick it off the ground. They might pull on the ground the first time, but well taken by the fullback, Eamon Spain. Eamon Spain drops it out around centre field towards Hadge Lawless. Knocked out of Hadge Lawless's hand. It's going to go towards the half forward in there. And there's Mannion. Mannion cuts a great ball in. Drawn a drop about 40 metres out. Out there too is Tommy Byrne. The centre half forward now. Dan Guinan has gone into full forward. He's dropping that out towards the half, towards the full forward, who seems to be changed, Brendan Mannion. Mannion going to cut it in, but going to go over near the end line. Kept in play though by one of the Burns. It's going to break out towards number 7, Fergal Moore. He's on his opposite side now. Tries to get out towards Hadge Lawless. Hadge Lawless holds it up, but there's two Drumcullen men in there. Wild pull there by a Drumcullen player and a free out. Danger averted as we approach the half-time whistle. Maybe about a minute or a minute and a half. Gracefield holding on to that slender lead of 2-4 to 1-6. Good ball from Eddie Murphy. The wild pull referee has blown his whistle and is blown for half time. And in the Offaly Junior Hurling final, the score at half time is Gracefield 2 goals and 4 points, Drumcullen 1 goal and 6 points. Chance for Conor Murphy. A second chance. Fell a point by Conor Murphy.
Well done. Come on, Gracie, keep it up.
And now Gracefield lead by 2 points, a minute into the second half. Great ball down here towards Hadge Lawless. Lawless wins. Winning. Austin Fox has moved out around centre field. Ball gone out over the side and a line ball for Drumcullen. And their own half back line trailing by 2 points.
Nice Scotty there.
2-5 to 1-6 in favour of Gracefield, the underdogs. Pierce Gatt with the line ball. Dangerous ball in towards the corner forward. But in there, referee has blown his whistle for a knock on the face there on Fergal Moore and a free out to Gracefield. Centre half back Eddie Murphy cuts a good ball in towards the full forward line, in towards Bulger. Ball breaks here, a chance of a goal, well blocked by the goalkeeper. Got there from the half forward line. Ball kept in play on the far side. Gracefield playing the better hurling here in the earliest part of the second half. Ball going in towards the corner forward again. Bulger is it, the Wexford man, a shot from Bulger and a point by Paul Bulger. Oh, great point by Paul Bulger. And now it's 2-6 to 1-6, a clear goal between the sides. Conor Murphy scored one of the goals, it's Drumcullen on their first attack. Man trying to make room in here. Dangerous ball there from number 10, Des Mannion, the vice captain. Oh, well cut. Jackie Byrne, is it? Oh, well cut and cleared. A great ball, but it's going to fall straight into the hands of a Gracefield man. He cuts it along the ground. Going very near the sideline. Going to be kept in play, but the referee, he says play on. Ball breaks in here towards the corner back for And in there too is Pierce Scott, but the ball's going to break towards Austin Fox. He's moved out around the half-hour line. His hurley is broken, but it's going to break towards ball to Martin Murphy. Martin Murphy goes back a second time. Oh, well cut by Fox. He goes to the ground, but he picks himself up after out. He takes a shot and he cuts a great ball over the bar. Oh, great point by Austin Fox. He started at full forward, but now he appears to be playing a half forward, and he's cut that one over the bar. And now the Gracefield 2-7 to 1-6. And the second half about just 4.5 minutes old. Drumcullen come again, but the ball breaks towards Adgelall. Wild pull there by the midfield. Having a tremendous second half here so far. And the man to take the free will be their centre half back, Eddie Murphy. They defeated Clara in the semi-final. It took them 2 hours to dispose of Eden Derry. Eddie Murphy with the free, not a very good one, but it's going to come back to him a second time. Well taken by Eddie Murphy. Following up, it's going to go towards Fox along the ground, but this doesn't go. In fact, it was Adgelall in towards Fox. Fox going to be hooked. Cuts a good ball in towards the full forward line. Kept out, Jim Spain. Then Drumcullen attacking. They'll need a score as the light begins to fade here at Mucklagh. But there's well done by Johnny Byrne. In there too is Fergal Moore. Beats two Drumcullen man. Beats the third Drumcullen man. Great ball out towards Adgelall. Oh, very near the sideline. He had gone out over the sideline. It'll be a side ball, line ball for Drumcullen. Adgelall came out over the line, but he's playing very well. Played many a fine game in the colours, of course, of Arlington in Interfirms, and of course a prominent Gracefield footballer, member of the team, beaten in 2 county finals in the last 2 years, hoping to be third time lucky here. Oh, good ball cut in there by danger here for Gracefield. It's still around the goal mouth. It's going very near the end line. It's kept in play though. Drumcullen pushing for a goal, but the referee is blowing his whistle. I think he'll hop the ball on the 20-metre line. The score remains 2-7 to 1-6 in favour of Gracefield. Stalemate here as the ball breaks out towards Fergal Moore. He's trying to get room to swing. He hand passes it out. Danger here still because the ball's going to break down towards the midfielder Eugene Corrigan. Corrigan is shot. A dangerous ball. Well taken by the keeper though. Oh, well taken by the goalkeeper there. Johnny Knight. He gets it out to the far side then. It's gone out over the far side then to be a line ball for Drumcullen. Stalemate on the far side. It's Ray Quegan out for Drumcullen, trying to get room to swing. He scored 4 good points in the first half, but this one's going wide of the second half for Drumcullen, and they're trailing by 4 points. And Drumcullen, who won a junior title back as far as 1915 and won one of their 17 senior titles back in 1908, trailing here by 4 points. Ball dropping around centre of the field. Ball breaks out towards Adgelall. Is having a great game in the second half. About to be tackled. Referee says play on it, but a good ball from Adge. He's going to drop it in towards Martin Murphy, the high fielder. Martin Murphy goes highest. Gets a great ball out towards the half forward. Into a chance here for another point. A shot, and it's a point for Gracefield. They're leading by 5 points. I think it was Anthony Murphy got that one on the far side. I'm not too sure, but it was certainly Martin Murphy, better known for his rugby exploits with Port Tarleton, but taking a day off today to help Gracefield to regain a title the last held in 1984. Ball going very near the sideline on the far side. Drumcullen yet to score in this second half, 6.5 minutes old, but Gracefield have added 4 very good points. Can they keep it up? But the ball breaks here to Des. Danger in here for one of the Burns. Pushed off the ball, but the ball breaks towards the full forward line. Chance here of a score. Chance of a goal. The Hurley thrown, but the referee had blown his whistle. Did he allow the goal though? He allowed the goal. A Hurley was thrown. The goalkeeper seemed to have it covered, but the full forward Brendan Mannion blasted the ball to the back of the net. The first score of the second half for Drumcullen. And now, just 2 points between the sides. 7.5 minutes into the second half. Here comes Drumcullen again. This will really test the mettle of Gracefield. But here comes Eddie Murphy, gone beyond centre field. Referee has blown his whistle. He'll award a free to Eddie Murphy. Drumcullen took a long time to settle. With that crucial goal from the full forward just the start of the second quarter, and now the same player, Brendan Mannion, has struck for their second goal minutes into the second half. 2 goals and 8 points for Gracefield. 2 goals and 6. Free is missed, but he cuts it along the ground. Gone out over the end line, and a wide ball for Gracefield. They didn't drive only 1 wide in the first half. And that's just the first wide in the second half. They're leading by 2 points. 9 minutes gone in the second half. 2 points between the sides. Ball dropping on the half-back line. Danger here again for Gracefield. But back there is Eddie Murphy having a stormer of a game at centre half-back. Brother of Martin, the full forward. Scorer of one of the goals in the first half. But it's going to go to the centre half-back in there. Pat Heffernan for Drumcullen. He won't get it up because it's going to break towards Martin Murphy. Martin Murphy goes to the ground. Referee says play on. The ball breaks to the full-back. Eamon Spain. Spain drives it out. 2 Gracefield men going for the ball. One of them is Fergal Moore. He's playing very well. Ball going to go very near the sideline. Kept in play, is it? By a Drumcullen man. Tackled by Adge Lawless. He's going to be beaten by Adge Lawless. Lawless goes to the ground. Referee will blow his whistle. He'll hop the ball. He'll have to hop it. I think we see a sub coming on the Gracefield team. Would it be Kieran Dooley?
Right, Cookie. Let's go.
He's somewhere up there. I'll get it.
Right now, watch the ball.
Referee about to throw it in. 35 metres out from the Gracefield goal. Well got there by Adge Lawless. Going to drop into the hands of a Drumcullen man. It's Pierce Gatt. Gatt's into them attacking. Danger here for Gracefield full back line. Ball still in the danger area, but cleared out not very far. But in there too is Adge Lawless. Adge is wild pull there by a Drumcullen man. Referee says play on. And it's a sub, I think, that came on. Kieran Dooley. A foul on Kieran and the free out. Foul on Kieran Dooley and free out for Kieran Groom, it's Kieran Groom, formerly Offaly minor, who has come on the Gracefield team. Free to be taken by Eddie Murphy, the centre half back. Dropped in a few great ones in the first half, and this is going to be a good one because it's going to drop third. But the Gracefield man coming out there with the centre half back, Pat Heffernan, trying to get it out, but it's gone back in towards Liam Malloy, the corner back. What there's in there too is Pat Bulger, the danger man from Wexford. He's still going in, he's still going soloing. He takes a shot by the keeper, but the ball's still in play. Going out towards Dermot Dobbin, the centre half forward. He's gone into the full forward line. He's dropping it in towards the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is going to block out to the unmarked Adge Lawless. A chance. He takes his shot, but it's going to drop towards Martin Murphy. Murphy pulls second time. In towards the goalkeeper. Stop the keeper. Danger in here for Drumcullen. Ball in around the square. Stalemate in here. It's a goal for Gracefield. Is the referee going to allow it? He is allowing it. Who got it? But Gracefield won't mind because now they're gone 5 points ahead again. Well, the ball should have been cleared by the Drumcullen defence. But I think the man that got in there was Anthony Murphy. Stretching the Gracefield lead to 5 points again. Ball drops around centre field. And it's Gracefield again. Good ball out. Referee has blown his whistle for a foul there. 3-8 to 2-6. Favour of Gracefield. Ball dropping in. It'll be dangerous because they'll be looking for a goal around here. Knocked out by Wanda Burns. Good work by Gracefield. Out towards the sub, Kieran Groom. Groom is fouled, but the referee says play on. a member of the Road Club in Offaly, but plays his hurling with Gracefield, and the referee has blown his whistle. I think he'll be awarded another free to Drumcullen, or is he going to hop this ball again? Well, that's what he's decided to do. We make it 14 minutes gone the second half. Gracefield lead by those 5 points. Drumcullen, of course, would be... Now he's decided now to award the free to Drumcullen from about 50 metres out. And I must be getting the hard to see the ball in around that goal mouth. Ball dropping in from Eugene Corrigan, I think. Oh, danger here. It's well blocked down though by Tom Byrne. Gets it out about 25 metres out, but there's Drumcullen men everywhere. Ball gone out towards the goalkeeper, John Knight. John Knight cuts it along the ground, but he's cut it out for a sideline. But good defensive work there by Gracefield and Tommy Byrne, the full-back. Ball gone over the sideline, about 45 metres out from the Gracefield goal, and the man to take it, I think, is it going to be a short one? It is a short one because it's going to drop towards Des Mannion, their captain, vice-captain. Des cuts it across, but the referee not happy with the line ball, and he's ordered that the line ball be taken again, has he? Drumcullen, of course, one of the oldest clubs in Offaly, playing against one of the youngest club, certainly as regards hurling. Renowned for their football prowess in the early 60s. Gracefield now concentrate more on hurling. Ball cut across. Oh yes, danger here for Gracefield, but it won't come up for Fran Byrne. Leave the ball behind him. Danger here now because it's gone in towards the corner forward. A shot, well blocked by the keeper, but there's a forward in there. It's kept out though, it's gone very near the end line, it's gone out wide. Oh, relief there for Gracefield. But no, they're playing away, but the umpire has signalled for a wide ball. Yes, the umpire has signalled for a wide ball. Well, good defensive work there by Gracefield. Good ball dropped out around centreless. Well picked up though by the half hour there for Drumcullen. Des Mannion dropped it in towards the corner. In towards Brian Ray Quegan. Quegan with the ball. He's fouled by a Gracefield man. The referee blows his whistle. Awards the free in about 25 metres out. They're trailing by 5 points. Will they take a point or will they drop it in?
Right, lads, in front of them there,
Bends and lifts and strikes is the point for Drumcullen, reducing the arrears to just 4 points. And the side trained by Pat Flory, captain of the Offaly team in 1984, trailing by 4 points with less than a quarter of an hour remaining. But 4 points certainly not much in hurling. And Gracefield in no hurry to puck out. They're winning by 4 points. But Drumcullen full forward, anxious for the puck out. Throws the ball back to the goalkeeper John Knight. Puck out. That next score could be crucial. Ball not going to go very far, but it'll drop towards Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, and in there too is Fergal Moore. He's played very well throughout. Trying to get the ball out towards Odge Laws. He goes out there himself. It's going to break towards the Drumcullen man. Beats one of them. Oh, lovely ball in towards the corner forward, but there's no one in there except the cornerback, Fran Byrne. Tries to take on 2 men. A good ball out towards the half-back, Brian Cribben. We haven't seen much of him in the second half. Is he going to get there first? Ball gone out towards one of the Burns over there on the far side. He cuts it out. It's going to go very near the sideline. It's from gone out there from Jackie Byrne. Kept in play though. Coming back in again for Drumcullen. 25 metres out from the goal. It's more. It's 30 metres out. Ball breaks towards Fergal Moore. But there's another Gracefield man coming. He gets a lovely ball out towards Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy doesn't get it far, but he sees the unmarked Dermot Dobbin. Dermot Dobbin up to the corner. Ball going out towards the corner forward. Paul Bulger. Bulger is beaten, but he gets it back a second time. In there too is Austin Fox. Ball going very near the sideline. Kept in play by a Drumcullen man though. But he hasn't cleared out yet. He only gets a low ball along the ground, but waiting for this Gracefield man out. The half forward Anthony Murphy. Murphy cuts it in. A score now would be vital for Gracefield. Goes back towards the full-back, Eamon Spain for Drumcullen. Eamon Spain cuts it out towards the centre of the field. Stalemate out there as the ball goes to the centre half forward. Dan Guinan. Dan Guinan cuts it across, but there's the Gracefield man waiting for it. Good ball from Fergal Moore. Lovely ball, but waiting for there too on his own. Tries to pick it off the ground, but the referee says play on. Was the centre field player there, Eugene Corrigan. Made a bit of a mess of it because he should have got rid of it sooner. Danger here now. Two Drumcullen men get inside the full back line. A shot, but a save by the keeper. Ball on the ground. Two Drumcullen men in there. Will they keep it out? But the goalkeeper, the great work by John Knight. It's a 65, but a brilliant save by the keeper, John Knight. Is he awarding a free in, or is he giving a 65? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping there by John Knight. Keeping the lines cleared. They're still leading by those 4 points. Oh, two to the full back line. It should have been a goal, but a great save by the keeper. It's gone in the second half. Ball dropping in towards the full forward line. Danger here. He's going all the way. It's a goal. Direct front. I don't think it touched anyone. Oh, a terrible mistake there by the Gracefield defence. The ball appeared to go all the way from the 65. Maybe the goalkeeper thought it was going wide. There's only a point between the sides. And now a real test of the character of Gracefield. Leading by just 1 point. I said the next score could be crucial. Well, surely the next one will be crucial. Ajdal is trying to get Gracefield back into this game. What they could do with a score now, and have they got it? Oh, great point. A great point by the corner forward, the man that got the last goal. And they're leading by 2. But how they needed that score. Two points behind the sides. Gracefield the leaders. Great work by Austin Fox. Drops it in towards Martin Murphy. Murphy comes out, pulls first time. Danger inside here, but the ball got out over the end line. The shot was too strong. But Gracefield still leading by those 2 points. Ball dropping around centre field. Drumcullen trailing by 2 points. 10 minutes left for play. Ball towards Eddie Murphy. Great ball towards Adge Lawless. Great play by Lawless. Towards Conor Murphy. He got the last point, but he didn't get this one because the ball dropping in here towards Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne gets out there first. Pulls it on the ground. Out here about 40 metres out. Chance here for Drumcullen. Ball going out to the far corner. Ball cleared out over the side now. A line ball on the far side about 40 metres out for Drumcullen. They're trailing by 2 points. Oh, 3 goals for Drumcullen, all of the soft nature. Well, we won't say stop, but 3 that might have been stopped. And the line ball taken, a good ball dropping in towards the goal mouth. Danger here has gone out for a 65, gone out over the end line wide. The score remains 2 points between the sides. A dangerous lead. 3-9 to 3-7 in favour of Gracefield. The men from the Laois Port Arlington border. Ball poked out towards the centre field. Out there is Austin Fox. He kicked a lovely ball out towards Fox now this time. Fox going soloing. He's still going soloing. A chance of a score here. A point would be crucial. Drops it in towards the goal. Well taken by the keeper in there, Joe Mannion. Doesn't get it out very far, but it gets out towards the sideline on the far side. Oh, waiting for it here unmarked is Eugene Corrigan. Sends Drumcullen attacking. Well blocked down here though. Going out towards 40 metres out. Going across the goal mouth towards Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne gets there first though. And a great ball cleared out by Tom Byrne. Out towards Adge Lawless. Adge will pull first time along the ground. Great ball up towards the half forward line. Along the ground. Great ground hurling here from Gracefield. The ball breaks towards Paul Bulger, the Wexford man. He takes his shot, but it's gone out over the end line and wide. 9 to 3-7. We make it about 7 minutes left for play. Puck out to be taken by Joe Mannion. Drops it well beyond centre field. Danger here again because he's going to go to number 10, Des Mannion, the vice captain of this Drumcullen team. They're trailing by 2 points. They need a goal. Ball poked out. It's still Gracefield on the defensive. Strange's ball dropping in and out over the end line, and relief for Gracefield. John Knight with the puck out. This one will be crucial. It'll drop around centre of the field. It's going to go towards Adge Lawless. In there too is Dermot Dobbin. Well blocked down though by two Gracefield men. But it's going to break towards the centre half forward in here. Is it Dan Guinan? Dan Guinan for Drumcullen. Ball half black down, but it doesn't go the whole way. But it's going to go towards the full forward. The man that got two dangerous, great goals. In there too is Brian Cribben for Gracefield. He's trying to get it out along the ground. There'll be a hot ball here because there's a great Drumcullen man on the ground. And the free, the throw-in, well, about 30 metres out, right in front of the goal. Gracefield will need to win him, and they did win it because it's Eddie Byrne is in there, having a stormer at centre half back. But there's a Drumcullen man unmarked. He'll leave the ball behind him. There's a Gracefield man in there, but there's two Drumcullen men here unmarked. The first one loses it. Eugene Corrigan, he gets it the second time. He drops it in towards the full forward line. Kept in play. Danger here as the ball goes across. Oh, knocked out for a 65. Knocked out by Tommy Byrne for a 65. Well, maybe he couldn't control it. The ball wasn't going that hard. But danger here because remember the last 65 went straight to the back of the net. Des Mannion the taker. Drumcullen looking for their first title since 1974. They won their first one back in 1915, was it? 1915. Danger this time, but it's gone to go out over the end line. It's gone wide. Relief for Gracefield. They're leading by 2 points. 3-9 to 3-7. Time ticking away. The ball's pucked out by the keeper. A vital puck out from John Knight. It breaks beyond centre field, but there's a Drumcullen man back there for it. He cuts it along the ground. Danger here as it beats two Gracefield men. It beats going in towards the full forward line. It's gone in towards the danger man, Brendan Mannion. He's got 2 goals. In fact, as the sub has come on, well cut by the keeper. He's tackled. Well, the referee says play on, but the goalkeeper was tackled. He says play on. The sub on that team is Luke Spain. Well cut out by... Oh, ball drops around towards Adge Lawless, is it? For Austin Fox. He's having a great second half. But the ball breaks to the captain for Drumcullen. He's trying to pull something out of fire here. He cuts in a dangerous ball in towards Quegan. Quegan, he got 4 at the half forward line. For a shot. Oh, a goal for Drumcullen. Fergus Quegan. And Gracefield have lost the lead that they held for the whole second half. Oh, tragedy for Gracefield. That ball came across and Quegan cut it straight to the corner of the net. But Gracefield come back in the attack. Ball's gone out for a sideline ball on the far side. A sideline ball. We make it about 3.5, 4 minutes left for play. Drumcullen leading for the first time in this game since the first 5, 4-7 to 3-9. But Fergus Quegan with his first goal of the game. Is there an equaliser in this Gracefield team? Well, certainly they deserve it. A great line ball. They're looking for Paul Bulger in there in the corner. There's a Gracefield man in there, but there's 2 Drumcullen men. But here comes Gracefield again. Is it Paul Bulger? He's going following. A chance of a shot. He's brought down. It must be a free in. The referee has blown his whistle. I think it has to be a free in. A foul on Paul Bulger, but he was heading straight for the goal. What a crucial free this will be. Will Eddie Murphy come up? Is it Bulger himself to take it? In bad light here. A point between them. 4-7 to 3-9 in favour of Drumcullen. Paul Bulger with this crucial free. Paul Bulger. You can almost feel the tension. Bends and lifts and strikes. He won't drive a more important free, but he's driven it wide, has he? Oh, he's got a goal! Oh, he's got free! Oh, a great shot by Paul Bulger. Went all the way to the back of the net. I thought it had gone outside the post. And Gracefield have regained the lead. with time ticking away here. They weren't content with the draw. Bulger went for the goal and got it. Eddie Murphy with the ball, the centre half back. A great hand pass out towards Dermot Dobbin, the centre half forward. Dobbin along the ground. In towards the corner forward again. A shot from 45, a point. Oh, point for Gracefield. They've gone 3 points up in a dramatic finish here to the Offaly Junior Hurling final. I'm not too sure who got that point, but I think it was Paul Bulger, the man that got the goal. And Drumcullen, who looked to have this game wrapped up with that great goal from Quegan. But it's still Drumcullen. They're not beaten yet because the ball's dropped in towards the full forward line here. In towards Tommy Byrne and the full forward. Danger here. He takes a shot. Is it gone over the bar? It's gone wide. No, it's gone over for a point. 2 points between them. A minute left for play. Puck out by the goalkeeper. Out towards Brian Cribben. Ball breaks towards another Gracefield man. They're showing their football talent now, but the ball's knocked away from them because it's going to go to the man that got 4 great points in the first half. Quegan. His brother got a great goal a couple of minutes ago. But here comes Eddie Murphy. Murphy, it's not the film star, but it's a great hurler. He dropped it in towards the brother Martin. The brother Martin is beaten though by the full back in there. Eamon Spain for Drumcullen. He's still going soloing. The referee is looking at his watch, but he says play on. But I'd make it time up an hour stopwatch. There was no injury time. But here comes Drumcullen again. Danger here now. The ball dropped in towards the full forward. In towards the substitute that came on. But back there too is Fergal Moore. Fergal's shot is blocked down. He tries to get it a second time. But the ball knocked away from him. Danger here. The ball goes in across the goal, but there's the Gracefield man there. He'll scoop it out towards the sideline. Tommy Byrne. But the man that got the goal a minute ago has the ball. He's trying to make room for it, but there's 2 Gracefield men in there. They're trying to get it out along the ground. Well taken by John Joe Byrne. The referee has blown his whistle. He's awarded the free in to Drumcullen. Will they go for a point or will they go for a goal?
3 minutes of extra time.
Time up on our stopwatch. Is he going to hop the ball or is he awarding a free in? Danger here for Gracefield. The man entrusted with the shot is the vice captain, Desi Mannion. Desi Mannion. Will he go for a point or will he go for the goal? He bends and lifts and strikes, and a danger shot. It's cleared out though by the Gracefield defence, and we still haven't the full-time whistle. Ball got out along the far side. The referee has blown his whistle. It's all over. And Gracefield are the Offaly Junior Hurling champions for 1992. They came back in dramatic fashion and they looked at half-time as if Drumcullen would win it. And when Drumcullen snatched the lead with 3.5 minutes left for play, Gracefield surely looked dead and buried. But back they came for that goal from a free by Paul Bulger to clinch their first title since 1984. A disappointed Drumcullen team, but they played their part in a thrilling hurling final. On a scoreline of 4 goals and 10 points to 4 goals and 8 points. And Eddie Murphy, their captain, to be presented with the cup, and he surely played a captain's part.
Quiet! You have to make a speech in Irish, Eddie.
Thank you, Ireland Junior Hurling Championship. I have to say that both teams deserve a round of applause. A great game. Gracefield won it back in '84 and Drumcullen was 18 years ago. But in all fairness, Drumcullen played a great game, sportsmanship, some very young players. But at the end of the day, I think Gracefield were deserving winners in a great final. Bank of Ireland sponsored this Junior Hurling Championship, and friends here, 50 lads from the Bank of Ireland represent the bank here today. I'd also like to thank the referee.
Yeah!
I'd like to thank James Dooley, did a very good job in that final, and the Mucklagh club who had the pitch in fantastic, great order for a final. Now this is trophy to the Turban winners.
First of all, I'd like to thank the great support we had all year. I think we're more support this year than last year. But I'd thank Pat Flanagan, Tom Culleton for coming along and looking after us anytime we got caught. I'd like to thank the selectors, Tommy Fallon, Bernie Scully and Molly Morrissey, and especially Molly for coaching us. Last of all, for Drumcullen, they gave us a splendid game. We came down here, we knew we'd get hard. We tried our best and we came away with. But 3 cheers for Drumcullen. Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Hip,
Well, I have here with me Molly Morrissey, the trainer of many teams, but today trainer of the Gracefield team that regained the Offaly hurling title for the first time since 1984. I think it's maybe it's Molling's first year, but he's been involved with a lot of clubs and counties. 2 years now with Gracefield, and reward today, although for a long time he looked maybe as if it might be in doubt. Molling, was it a hard game on the sideline?
It was terrible, but the only thing I find that Gracefield are never beaten. I think they're tremendous crowd of players, they don't know when they're beaten, and I suppose that's Gracefield tradition. But I'd just like to correct a couple of things that Pat said there, that I was with Gracefield in '84, the last year they won it, and this is my first year back with them. And also, it's my 4th team in an Offaly final, and I've yet to lose. We're on a losing side, so I'm glad that my record is intact, but I wasn't concerned about that today, because we've trained since the 24th of February. 269 days, I told the lads today, since we started training, and there's no way, when you put in that effort, that you leave the final behind. And I must say that the best crowd of players that I've ever been involved with, and their dedication and the commitment is unbelievable. And after a few weeks training them, I said they'd be a senior team, and I have no doubts now, because I think today was probably one of the best hurling games seen in Offaly this year, and I'm very, very proud. There's very little credit I can take, because it's the players that win finals, and it's not the lads on the line. And no matter what people think, and I would like to think I had played some part, but the credit is due to the players, and it's a team effort. Absolutely superb performance.
Well, Molly, you said you've been involved with other teams in Offaly, but Gracefield will be different because they're from the football end of the county. The other teams who were involved were probably from the hurling end of the county. You would have had a bigger problem convincing a team from the football area that they could match the skills of a team from the hurling area. Would that be right?
No, I don't find that, because I enjoy coaching, and I feel I know a bit about the game, and I try to pass it on. And if I can get people who can take from that, then I think there's no mountain you can't climb. But the advantage we have, I hated playing Edenderry, because Edenderry would be from the north of the county, considered a football area. I much prefer to play Bor, Drumcullen, Kilcormac, because the last time we played in the final in '84, Kilcormac were worried about the size of the cup, and I told the lads that. And today, Drumcullen were worried about Clara, because they reckon Clara would beat us, and that they'd have no problem with Clara. So the word came to me this morning that one of our players was at a wedding yesterday, and they were actually making little of the fact that Gracefield were in the final. Now, I'm not being hard on Drumcullen, but because we're a football club, they automatically think that the hurlers come from that end of the county, and we wanted to prove them wrong, and we did.
But certainly you proved them wrong today, Molling, and maybe it's not fair making comparisons, but probably a couple of players there from the '84 team today. But how would you compare the '84 team to today's team? There would be a couple of young fellas that have come onto the team since.
I would say that we have a better balanced, better hurling team now than we had in '84. But having said that, the spirit of the '84 team was unbelievable, and all I was worried about was the spirit of the 92 team matched the spirit of the 84 team. If they did, we would win. And I think today it proved that they had the spirit of the 84 team.
Well, Moling, training a hurling team in what is a football club, and Gracefield have been quite successful. Well, at least they've reached a couple of finals in the last couple of years. Did you find it hard to get the commitment from the club, would say, to communicate more with officials, since there would be a football orientated club and nature down there?
Yeah, well, I find I've a few years back I said I would never get involved with a club that had a hurling and a football team, but I must say Gracefield is an exception, because the in Gracefield is Tommy Byrne, who played full back today, and he is the man that deserves all the credit, because maybe there would be hurling in Gracefield, but I know the effort that Tommy Byrne puts in to keep hurling going, and I know he's obviously getting cooperation from the rest of the officials in the club, but the only person I deal with is Tommy Byrne, and I must say that I would do anything for Tommy Byrne, and I would do anything for Gracefield, but Tommy Byrne is an exceptional man, and he came out today, and after all his work during the week, he came out and turned in a tremendous performance. Now, I don't know how he can do that, because he must be a superman, but I'd like to say, talking about on the same point as regards football and hurling, we had to turn down sponsorship for this team today. We got over £1,000 sponsorship, and I think that is tremendous, and it shows what esteem that the Gracefield hurling team is held in. And
well, Moling, you might want to take some of the credit, but managers are a big thing nowadays in club teams and county teams, and surely the manager must have some influence on players and probably in club officials as well. In some counties, the county manager decides what goes for county secretaries and county chairmen. But I mean, you have a long hurling history behind you, and you would only be bringing your hurling skills and knowledge to the Gracefield team. Would that be right?
Well, you know, to manage a team is something you want to do anyway. You want to enjoy doing it, and I enjoy doing it. But I'm not an easy trainer, and I'm probably not an easy person to get on with. Jim Lawler played badminton with me, and he know that. But I would have to win championships. You have to be hard, and there's one particular man playing today who was 13.5 stone weight, who was 18 stone when I came to Gracefield, and lose weight or you leave us. You're no good to us as you are. And he was our match winner today, Paul Bulger. I'd like to thank Paul, because we had it hot and heavy at the start, but he showed, and he was rewarded today. He stuck with it when a lesser player held.
Well, Paul, the fact that Paul comes from the southeast of the province, like yourself, have any bearing on the fact that he might have given you more commitment than somebody else?
No, he's just a great hurler. And that's, you know, he's a tremendous hurler. And we're lucky that Paul Bulger decided to marry a Port Arlington girl, because there's no doubt about it, everyone played their part. But all through the championship, Paul has been our top scorer. I think he scored 1-7, 1-6, 2-4, and he's a tremendous player. But also, he was a player that was prepared to listen, because I think, you know, we all learn, and I'm still learning, and I learn every day I go to a match, I learn something. But like I seem to be doing all the talking, but there's two other men who played a very important part in this, and that's Tommy Fallon and Bernie Scully, my other selectors. And we had great cooperation. There was never any, we might have had a few arguments, but generally the team was automatic. Today we picked the team 5 minutes before we left the clubhouse, and the team was automatic. And I think that's a sign that you're on a winning team, when you're not worried about positions. We have a panel of 23, and I've no doubt about it, there are 23 as good a lads as I have ever been involved with, and I hope that they go on to greater things.
Morning, you've played yourself in Laois, and you've played in Wexford and Carlow, I think. This team of Gracefield has played a number of challenge matches over in Laois. How would you compare the standard of junior hurling in Offaly to other counties where you've been involved?
Well, you might know, Pat, but we played Michael, the Carlow senior champions about 2 months ago, and we beat them by 2 pints. I'll let you make up your own mind after that.
Well, I heard that story last week that you played Michael, and I didn't want to believe it. But Michael ran St. Rynagh's of Offaly very close in the Leinster Club Championship, and we know what Rynagh's did yesterday. So if you beat Neve Owen, it was a fair recommendation coming into today's game, despite the fact that you probably came in as underdogs.
Yeah, well, I know that, and I mean, that's the way we would want it, because I have never trained a team that was favourites in a final, so I wouldn't like to be favourites. I think I'd be in trouble. I love the challenge of being underdogs, and if you like, getting that across to the players. But at the same time, you have to make the players believe in themselves, because it's about the players being confident. It's not about me being confident. I'd be a total pessimist. I mean, I couldn't see us winning today, but then I couldn't see us winning in 84, and I'm glad to be proved wrong.
Well, you said you couldn't see him winning, Moran, but I'm sure you didn't tell that to the players.
No, you can't do that. But I mean, I haven't changed my mind ever. I'm never optimistic, no matter what team I'm involved with, and it keeps me in the right frame of mind when I feel that way.
Now back to the intermediate grade. You went intermediate after 84. Will it be any different this time?
Well, I don't know, because I took on the job for, I think it was a month, and I was supposed to go in for a long operation. I put off the operation till after Gracefield won the championship. So Tommy Byrne said, when I told him that, he said, we'll take you even if it's only for a month. So I don't know what's in the future, and I certainly wouldn't look past tonight, because we're going to have one hell of a night in Gracefield.
Well, I won't hold you any more, Malling, only to wish you the very best, whoever will be in charge of Gracefield. But on that second half performance today, I feel that they could hold their own with a lot of intermediate clubs in Offaly and maybe some of the senior clubs. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I wouldn't be looking at the game from that perspective at all today. I'd be just looking to see where we could win the game, and so it'd be very hard to analyse the game. I just heard comments from people on the line saying that it was the best game of hurling they'd seen for years. I would take their word for that, but I wouldn't now honestly be in a position, because I would have to be a spectator at a match to make that judgment.
But it's hard when you're involved with a club really to judge, I suppose, what the performance, the standard was like. But first half was probably moderate enough, but certainly the second half was probably as good as game of hurling as we've seen in Offaly. And were you a bit surprised that in the second half, in the first 10 minutes of the second half, I felt that Gracefield won this game, but I was expecting more from Drumcullen, coming from such a strong hurling area, and they only trailed by 2 points at half time.
Yeah, but I think that our plan today was to play ground hurling and try and keep the game open. And I would say that the thing is, we were more inclined to play ground hurling than Drumcullen, and I would say that was a big factor today.
Certainly was, Malling. So we let you go, and congratulations on your success, and may your next Offaly team be a winning team as well.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Malling. Ernie Scully, one of the backroom men on this team, and I'll just ask him what he felt with 5 minutes to go when Drumcullen had snatched the lead.
Well, I was very shaky already at that time, but I thought the determination of Gracefield definitely would pull the game through. I go back to last February. Well, over the weeks and over the months, I was made eat me words that Gracefield definitely came back with great determination and great hurling. And when Paul Bulger went for that, took that penalty, and I definitely thought he should go for a goal. And
you're not serious when you think he should have went for a goal when you were trailing by a point and possibly 2 minutes left for play.
I am serious, and I'll tell you why, because it was getting duskish. And knowing the shot that Paul Bulger has, I had great confidence in him going for a goal.
The fact that he's an outsider, it doesn't make any difference. You have still every confidence in him.
I have great confidence in him. I have great confidence in all the 15.
Was there a time when you were worried today? Were you worried at half time when you only led by 2 points into the scoring goal in the first half?
I was worried, or I definitely worried at half time. Although we made no great changes, we still stuck to the team. And I still had great hopes that they would pull it through.
Do you think there's more to be got out of this hurling team?
I can see in 2 or 3 years' time that there will be a senior team in Gracefield. And I said that 2 or 3 years ago, and I repeat myself again, that Gracefield definitely will have a senior hurling team.
Well, being from the football area, hurling success like this, do you think that it might rub off on some of the other uncommitted football clubs around you?
Well, hopefully it does. I'd like to see that say clubs around us now will encourage hurling. I love the game of hurling myself, and I know no different. I was hurling from the time I was 12 years of age, and I love the game of hurling. I hope to see it build up. It's an awful drawback here in Offaly to see all the hurling in one end of the county, and I think that clubs should take it up and encourage youth to hurl. I think it's a great sporting game.
Well, being a predominantly football club in Gracefield, do you think it would be popular if the hurling was to become more popular, since Gracefield have been renowned for football since the 50s and the 60s?
Yes, I'd say one thing. I think if the footballers was to take note of the Gracefield hurlers, and if the footballers had a determination that the hurlers have, and that have 5 or 6 county finals.
I'm sure if there's some of the footballers looking in, they'll take you up on that, Bernie. And thank you very much, and congratulations, and hope that you'll enjoy your success and enjoy yourselves in intermediate.
Right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Bernie. Gracefield team, no doubt he's been involved with hurling. I'm sure it was somebody like Tommy that founded hurling 10 years ago. How would you think that you've improved in 10 years, Tommy?
We improved immensely. Our performance today was unbelievable. The team hurled great, they showed great spirit, they showed great determination. We thought we were going to be in trouble in centre field, but we had no trouble in centre field. We sort of carried over that. We started a bit shaky. Our full-back Tommy Byrne had a solid game, and Jack and Fran was a bit shaky, but we got through the game.
I thought the introduction of the former Offaly minor, Kieran Groom, did add a little power to the midfield, because you begin to lose midfield there midway through the second half. Would you think that?
He did indeed. He added a bit of zip to the game, and also the turning point of the game for me in the whole game was Austin Fox's determination on bad clearance by Drumcullen. He dived to collect the ball. It's something you don't ever see in hurling or football, and to top it off, he got up off the ground and he put a great point over the bar.
I thought Adge Lawless had a great second half as well. He kind of playing as a third midfielder there.
He did indeed. Adge is a very versatile player, and he'll move around and he'll do as he's taught. His contribution to centre field was great. Go away, centre.
Were you worried when Drumcullen took the lead with 5 minutes to go?
Of course I was worrying. Ask Bernie Scully. I worry all the time. When you're on the sideline, it's a different game altogether. I prefer to be out with the lads instead of just being a selector. I'll tell you, next year, if they're in the intermediate or if they ever get to senior, I'll never be a selector again. I'll be a player. I'm not hanging about and doing things like that.
Tommy, I doubt you'll be allowed away with that one. But going back to the free that Paul Bulger got, you were a point behind at the time.
Yeah.
When most players would have went for a point, probably settled for a draw. Did you think, for safety, did you think you'd done the right to an accident?
No, we had this thing with Paul all year that once he got in front of goals, and he sort of took it on himself last Sunday against Clara early in the game when anyone other team would have probably went, or player would have went for a point. And Paul took it on himself last Saturday to go for an early goal, which brought us back into the game. Well, today now, the theory was that Paul, once we were down at all, Paul goes for goals, even if it's a 21-yard free. And he's a great striker of the ball, so we don't mind if he goes for goals and zap.
But Tommy, if the ball had been stopped and cleared, do you not think that you would have been criticised?
We probably would have been criticised, but he's a great shot. We don't, what would I say about him? We know what he's capable of. He's a great shot, and sure, even to prove his greatness, he came along and he got a great point, which topped off his performance altogether after the goal.
An outstanding performance, Tommy, and I'll let you know go because I know you have other things to do. Thanks very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Tommy Byrne, full back, one of the 3 Byrne brothers on the full back line, had an outstanding game by his own standard. Had played well the whole year and has been described by many people as Mr. Hurling in Gracefield. Tommy, how does it feel?
Feels great. You were talking to Tommy there about Paul Bulger. I nearly died when you went for the goal myself, but I suppose on reflection, if you don't take chances, you'll probably never get anywhere. He took a chance. Who's to say that Dave might never score the last goal if he had missed it anyway? You take your chances. We won the game on a chance today.
Tommy, you must have been worried when they got their last goal. It gave them the lead for the first time since very early in the game. I think they led that in the first 5 minutes, but you dominated the game throughout the second half and seemed to be coasting when they got that goal, and it was a well-taken goal.
Yeah, for an instant it'd be a shock, but to be honest with you, we've been in that position so many times. This is our 4th weekend in a row. We've been in that position every time in the last 3 weeks, and generally, personally, the way I look at when a goal has gone in, it's gone in, you can do nothing about it.
But did you know how much, you wouldn't know how much time was left? Did you not think that your chance had gone at that stage?
No, I had a good idea what time was left. We've had half a minute 3 weeks ago to get a pint to level, and we managed it. And I was hoping on the second half of performance, the forwards had got some lovely pints, and I was always hopeful that they would get the pints. To get that goal and then the pint, that was great. But I'd have to comment on, as Tommy did on Austin Fox, I've never seen a score like it. A fella to dive across the field, catch a ball, stand up and put it over the bar. It's good as 4 or 5 pints to a team.
It was an outstanding point and a great boost to the team at the time, I suppose, when Drumcullen were coming back into the game. You couldn't have been too happy at half time, because I would have thought that this was the scoring goal that you had been playing into in the first half. And certainly Martin Murphy's goal was a great boost coming up to half time. But then they had come back for a goal, and there was only, I think, a point in it at half time.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with the goal because it was my man that got it. And normally I would have expected to get it, but a bit of a deflection. Someone said at half time a high ball came in, he was let catch it. That wasn't actually the truth. It was the man in front of me deflected the ball and it just fell into his hand, and he had it hit before I had to hurl half out to it. But we've had so many scares to say that I've gone past the stage of worrying about things like that.
Your goalkeeper, he conceded 4 goals, but he made one outstanding save there in the second half. That surely must have been an inspiration. At the time, I think they were down by 2 points when he brought off a point blank save.
Yeah, well, I don't think you could honestly blame the goalkeeper for any of the 4 goals. They were all good strikes. One there, he even got the hurl to it, and there was so much power behind it, he wasn't able to keep it out. Actually, 2 men coming there. The man with the ball, there was another loose man. Either of them had their chance to get the goal, and he'd done very well to even parry the ball.
Tommy, you've spent a long time training. You're going back in the intermediate where you were in 85 and 86 and 87, and you found the going a bit tough. Will you be conscious of that in next year?
No, as you probably know, we've played intermediate teams all year. We've been doing well against them. The difference between now and then was, firstly, a lot of the players that actually played in the 84 final didn't really believe they were good enough to go into intermediate. There was also 5 or 6 lads that are about 23 or 4 playing there today that we had playing at intermediate level, and they just weren't mature enough for it back then. They've come a long way since. It'll take a major effort again next year. I hope that we've put in a fierce effort this year. I didn't realise how early it was until today, but we started training for today on the 24th of April. We had 1 week off since then, August weekend. We've had no break otherwise. It's a long time to go, and lads will need a rest now. Although we're in the league semi-final, I would like to make it a double if possible.
Tommy, we'll let you go and start your next training session, and congratulations again, and the best of luck in the intermediate championship.
No frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes.